we needed to make sure we added prepositions to all of our sentences. So what I'm going to have you do, when I tell you to, you're going to switch papers with the person you are sitting next to, and you are going to circle the prepositions in that person's sentence. Are there any questions? Giovanni?
Actually, I already circled it.
You already circled that? Well, you made it really easy for Melody. So why don't you work with her since she didn't write any sentences? Why don't you help her to come up with sentences for the spelling words? Okay? So Henry, do you know what to do? Okay. You may work with the person you are sitting next to help them locate and circle the preposition. Yes. I'm going to show you what to do. You may get started. How are we doing? Right? So did we take a look at Jonathan's? And were they all correct? Okay. Good. Let's take 2 more minutes. Which one? What do you disagree at Michael's plan instead of his plan? What do you think is the preposition? Does that tell you the position of something? No. So let's see how we can change this to added preposition. That?
No, add.
But would you say he disagree at? You're right, that is a preposition. But it's not really right. So how can we make it make more sense?
He decided.
Well, disagree is a spelling word, so we have to use disagree as our verb.
He disagreed that people that no.
We could even just change this last part. He disagrees about people's plan to
his plan.
Keep working with this so that you can come up with this. Now, how many of you, when you read your partner's paper, were able to see some prepositions in their sentences? Just only Jocelyn? Oh, good. Team 2 had some prepositions. Okay, good. Now, some of you put the prepositions in your sentences, but what happened when you were adding the prepositions to the sentences? Tamani? They didn't make any sense, okay? Do you think it's important that our sentences make sense? I would think so. If when we're writing, it needs to make sense because you're trying to communicate something. So, we're going to do a little bit more practice with preposition, just coming up with some new ones. So, Henry, what you're going to do is put your spelling sentences in the center of your table. I'm going to ask numbers 14 and 15 to collect all of the homework. All of your homework. That's okay, alright, we'll just collect it. Okay, so what do you see that I have a picture of here on the board? A little wrinkly, but what is it? Or what was I trying to draw? Giovanni, what does it look like to you?
A tree.
It is a tree. Okay.
I think I know what
Now, I have my tree here, and near this tree lives the squirrel. This is Rocky the squirrel. And he lives in the neighborhood of the tree. Okay.
In the hole.
Now, Evelyn asked an excellent question. She says, where? Where does the squirrel live?
In the hole.
Now, in order for me to tell where the squirrel lives, what am I going to use? Anna.
A preposition?
Exactly. So who can think of a preposition to tell me where Rocky the squirrel lives? And let's use complete sentences. April. Okay, he lives in the tree. Okay, we could put him in maybe the little hole.
Yeah.
So here's what we're going to do. I can see lots of hands, so you guys have some ideas about where Rocky the squirrel lives in relation to the tree. So each one of you is going to get your own tree. Okay? You are also going to get your own squirrel. Now, with the person you are sitting next to, you are going to try to think of as many prepositions you can to explain where Rocky lives. You are going to write those prepositions on the tree. So for example, if we said Rocky lives in the tree, just like April told us, I'm going to write in right here. Okay? If Rocky lives on the tree, just like Daniel said, I'm going to write it on the tree. Okay? So your objective is to come up with as many as you can. Okay? I'm going to give you 10 minutes to try to think, well, where could Rocky be? Okay? What are all the different ways? Okay, so, well, just kind of, you try to use perspective, maybe here.
Oh, I know, put like B and then behind.
That would be an excellent way to do it. So, any questions about what we're going to do? You have a comment. Okay, let me start getting these passed out, and then you can tell me your comment. So, 13, you're going to pass out the tree. And 14, you're going to pass out the squirrel. Yes. 13 and, oh, you're right. My apologies. Please write your name on the tree.
I did read me too. Under the thing.
Good, I see. Jesus already has 4. Everyone has the same 4. Try to think of something different. Good. What is the opposite of that?
In front?
What is the opposite of that? That's okay. You can write it, I guess, here. All right, team 4 has 6 prepositions.